Do you know who? Do you know what happened, guys? Oh God, I am so ashamed right now. What was it? An hour. I was talking for an hour to myself. Oh, oh, hello everyone and welcome. So this live stream is 1 hour late because for the last hour I was talking to myself. I've started streaming. I've did everything, and I was wondering why is no one's responding on the chat. I completely forgot that when you start a live stream, because I'm doing it from OBS, you see the preview on the YouTube. And since I've seen the preview, I assume that everything is okay. So I carried on with the live streamers, and I didn't actually press go live. So I've did everything. So guys, okay. That's it. Like that's all for today. Oh, I feel like a bit okay. So we're gonna do it again. I've done all the mistakes that could be done, so you're gonna enjoy it. Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're all well, and thank you so much for being patient and that you actually bothered for such a long time without video. Oh, I still can't believe it. That's what happens. Okay. I'm just gonna go through everything I did again, because why not? So what happened was basically I've got these. And these are ZigBee smart gang switches. They don't have a brand, which was actually hard for me to identify because I didn't agree with anyone for these, or at least not in a recent history. And I was looking through my emails trying to figure out who sent me those, because it was kind of like hand signed thing, and I couldn't decipher it. And when I was actually browsing the AliExpress, it doomed on me that this is from Smart, and the girl I was dealing with PR, they did mention they're gonna send me some switches. So what they are ZigBee switches that you can use to manipulate a lamp like this in here. So I have it here. It's already hooked up. Guess why? So yeah, those are 15 to 16 pounds, and those are ZigBee. So ZigBee 3.0 and 600 watts, right? I'll just send you a link again. Just you have the link in the chat anyway, right? So that's just. So that's the link for it. And hello from South Texas. Oh Jesus, I feel so embarrassed. So let me switch camera, and I'm just gonna show you a little bit more. So it's gonna be a little bit better because I already made all the mistakes. So that's what we need. So these are the switches, right? And I'll take my orders. You probably know Son of Mini. They are look like Son of Mini more than they are than Shelly. So these are Shelly switches. This is that. So how it works basically, they work exactly the same as Son of in that regards that they have a switch that goes to a switch like this. Right? So you have your wall switch circuit, right? And they work on 3 volts, so that's why you have a sticker in here. Do not connect to like mains electricity in here, because that's not for it. So there is a 3 volts goes through that cable, and if it's open, it's open. If it's closed and closed, it does the switching. Now Shelly uses the main powers to do it. Son of uses the 3 volts. So the size is slightly bigger, but it's ZigBee, and it has 2 gangs, which is as nice as well. So that's what I've been playing for the last hour with myself and talking to myself like not a very competent person. I'm gonna laugh at this forever, guys. So that's what I've been playing with. Now it makes sense. Now I can see you people liking, and if you see like twice as many people, I thought like Saturday everyone's sleeping or something. So for the sake of tutorial and everything, I'm just going to disconnect this. So because we're playing with electricity, 220 volts, guys, always be careful. There's a small leaflet. This works with Wink, SmartThings, Philips Hue, and obviously ZigBee stuff. I have the usual, the CC2531, ZigBee debugger. I've got a couple of other things, and there's some antennas that will be working in the future. But that's what we're working on. And you can operate 2 gangs. So you have 2 switches in here, 1 and 2. Right, they're not labeled, sadly, but I can label them for you because now I know which one is which. So let's get a permanent marker pen and a label. So that was the L1 and that was L2. So that's how they labeled, and there are 3 colors: blue, red and green for pairing, which you're going to see in a second. Right, so I'm going to undo what I've done. Right now I'm not going to show you what I'm doing right now because it makes no purpose, but I'm just going to undo what I've done so you'll understand better what I'm doing, okay? And trust me, you're not missing out. Save, and I just need to restart my sudo reboot server. Okay, so how to wire them? Let's investigate this in detail. So I already wired them, so I'm not going to live wire them because it's no benefit. This requires a neutral, which means in UK, in my home, they will need to go in a ceiling. I can't use them behind the switch plate because the switches don't have a neutral. So you wire neutral here and you wire live here. Now you also have to wire the lamp, right? So if you have your lamp, you will see that I've wired, this is live from the wire, so this is the feeding wire, 220, and goes to neutral obviously. And that shares neutral with the lamp. So lamp has its own, this is for lamp in here, this cable. And that shares the neutral with the main feed, and obviously closes connector inside, and it feeds the electricity via live wire here. So that's the thing. And in here we have 3.3 volts. So if I'm just going to undo this, and let's connect this again. I made such a good jokes as well, damn it. Now it's gonna feel like old news. So if I'm gonna get disconnected and let's go through my multimeter, you'll notice that this is DC 3 volts, right? So 3.3 volts, a logic. And this is 2 gang, so you have 2 of them, so this is a grounding pin, and those up in either signal. Yeah, signals coming up. So this is a grounding pin, and this is signal 1 and signal 2 for each gang. So this one here, this is L1. So I should probably mark it as well. Where's my marker pen again? So they are reversed. So you see on the contacts like this is 1, and this is 2, and this is ground. Okay. So that's how it works on it. And in order to connect the switch correctly, you have to close the loop. So you have the wires, normally you would connect a single wire, right? But you just have to close the loop in here, and then you just connect these to here. So you have, it doesn't matter which way because it's just you closing the loop, and this is 3.3 volts, so I can actually play. It's advisable that you do that with the, let's do it properly, don't get bad habits. If you can disconnect the power, disconnect the power. Stay safe, don't get electrocuted, especially in the live stream. I know I will get a lot of views if I get electrocuted on the live stream, but I'm not going to be able to monetize it all. So let's connect it back again. Go on. This is the wrong end. I need a better end. This one's getting better. This is even worse end. Okay. And let's connect the other one. Real quick to make it work, and we're gonna make it work with a NodeRED because reasons, and I already made it work with NodeRED, and yeah, up until when I made this massive blunder. Can't believe I was talking to myself for an hour. Okay, let's plug it back in. There you have it. So it's connected now, and I can obviously use the switch to switch it, and in here you can also control the gang. So this is the gang 1 and this is the gang 2. Ow! Ow! I've closed the circuit on myself. So be careful in here because they're sticking out. This is not bad. This is not a great design. This should not stick out that much. Oh, this one's my fault, to be honest. I should have just screwed that in because it's not in use. But yeah, so this one is on me. But be careful. So yeah, it works. Okay. So up to NodeRED, so I've restarted my server and I know they're parked, but I'm just going to pair it again. So there's a NodeRED server. I'm just going to delete this because it's not needed right now. So I already renamed it, but if you want to pair it, what you have to do is just hold one of them for a. Let me switch the button, the cameras for you to this, and let's open the channel for all messages, right? Add the debug node, great, and deploy the changes. Okay, cool. All right. So in order to pair it, just hold it. 10 seconds. And you'll see the green light in here. You should see it. That means it's pairing, and we'll see device removed, and this is gonna start adding it. Obviously, make sure I have a in here adding devices to the ZigBee MQTT easy way. If you ever want a write-up, there's a nice write-up how to do it. So that's what we're doing it. And after a moment, we're gonna have a pairing successful. Because I already have it on my list of devices, it's named switch 1. So now if I'm just going to go and go to switch 1, I'm going to be receiving information just from that, right? So if I delete this, toggle, why it's not working now? Yeah, it's not. Well, it's a good day. It's a like I don't need a coffee anymore. Basically, guys, I'm sorted for coffee. Why it's not added? Let's double check in everything. It should be. ZigBee should be operational. Just let's have a look what's happening in here. So, is it posting? I don't need this camera right now. I'm just gonna move the camera. I don't need this camera anyway, right now. So I'm just going to disable the camera. Okay, let's see if it's posting. Oh, okay. That's why I wanted to show you. So as you can see, we have a first problem, and we have please see blah 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 because received a message from unsupported device, which means this device isn't supported, but I've dealt with it in the past. So if you're going to go to this write-up, you'll read in details how to add devices that aren't supported. So this is something that we're going to do. First of all, we're going to go through the list, blah blah blah. We need to go and add our device. So it's already on the list, it's paired, so I don't have to do this bit, but we need to do the configuration. So this configuration is explained in here, and there is a template in here that we can use, right? So I have a template in here, so I'm just going to copy it, open a notepad, and paste it. So this is just a default, right? So now let's take a look at what my shell is saying. So you see a model here, so let's grab this model number. And that's going to be our model number, right? And we can put it also in a model. So at this point, we are done. Okay, and this is BenXMart, so let's name it BenXMart. And the description, so we have 2-gang switch neutral. Anything else we need? And 3.3V switch logic. Okay. Supports on, off, 2-gang. Okay. And now you see in here we already have a driver, but this is not driver that we're going to use. We need to modify this to be able to use it with our device. Now, in the write-up, it says that you have to go to a this directory to open devices.js. Now, I strongly recommend you not to do it in here because it's a mess to edit these, and I find it so much easier if you're just going to go to Notepad+. There is something like MPP-FTP. It's a plugin, so you can go to plugin, add the plugin, and you're gonna have it here and connect it this way to your Raspberry Pi. So you can see I'm in a Raspberry Pi. I've just navigated to the same directory, so it's OPT, ZigBee, MQTT, NodeRED modules, then ZigBee Hertzman at the very bottom. Okay, at the very bottom. Come on, very bottom. Here we go. And now devices. So I'm in the devices here. So this is the same file you would access from the shell, right? So let's play with this. So what we have to do is we have to write it or modify this driver to support on/off for 2 gangs. Now the easiest way to do it is actually to look at available devices. When you load this, it will look like this, right? View unfolder. It'll look like this. So you're gonna have this to browse it. Just make your life easier. Go to view, fold all, and then you can start to look through what's actually needed, right? So there's 2 ways of doing. If you really know what you're doing, you can go to generic devices and you can grab one of those drivers and try it out. But the easiest way to do it is to look what other devices are actually using. So the way to do it, just Control F to find, look for 2 gangs. And now you can start to look through different devices and find the one that kind of resembles what you're using. So that's going to be plenty. As you can see, I can pick the name and stuff like that. I can do like find all. Where is it? Find all. Find all in the current document. There you have it. So there is a lot of them, right? And now all I have to do is just find something similar or from similar vendor that would work. So let's take a look at the devices I have available in here. I'm just going to scroll through different. So what we have, leave on off, right? ZigBee switch 1 and 2 gang works in progress. Okay, maybe not. This is a smart switch to gang with neutral wire. So this is something like we have, okay? So we could try this. So what you have to do is just grab these lines from ZigBee to ZigBee and anything on that. Just make sure you select that comma as well, because that's going to be needed to format it correctly. So go back to your and remove that, because in this case we're not using extended drivers. We're just going to paste this, right? And I have I've pasted one too many, so that should be like this. Okay, now once you have this, just copy and add it to your devices. Now the easiest way to do it is just go to the top and you see your constant devices. So go in here and let's add Benexma. This is just a comment so you would know where is your device. Paste it, make sure there is a comma after this. It will show you if there is a mistake. Hold on. There is a mistake, maybe? Yeah, there is a mistake. I should have added one more, I think, and I did delete that without any reasons or consideration. So I think I should fix this by doing this. Yeah, okay, so I shouldn't be deleting the previous one. All right, so once we have this, we can save it. Once we save it, we can restart the ZigBee, right? So just exit this. Go to stop ZigBee MQTT and now to start ZigBee MQTT, and now when we load our NodeRED, we're gonna start receiving messages from the switch. So let's wait until this populated and let's try out. Not yet. Okay, let's have a look. Maybe the driver wasn't great. Failed to start. Okay, so I probably messed up the yeah, it's still showing red. See. Okay, in this case it's gonna be comma. So this one's here, it shouldn't have comma, I think here, right? Let's have a look. And it shouldn't have comma here. Now it should start collapsing correctly. just gonna check something. So I just need like this and paste it again. Okay, so this is how it should be, right? And it shouldn't have a comma here, I think. Did I copy it incorrectly? Something tells me I copied this incorrectly. I'm just going to delete this again. Go to my device, and it should be like this, I think. And copy it correctly. Okay, it's not complaining now. So let's restart ZigBee to MQTT again. Start. And we should have some information. Hey, there you go. See, you have a state left, state right, gang 1, and state. Okay, so you have quite a bit of information in there, right? Now let's see what we can do with it. So state left off. So this is our right one is state left. Our right is state left. Yeah, so it's on now. Okay, so it's basically it's working right now, and we can access it through state left like this. Okay. Now there's state right, which is the other one. I'm gonna click on it without shocking myself. Yeah, it works as well. Okay, so now we have a driver connected. Now the state on, I think this is just on online. That is online. State gang 1, I'm not 100% sure. State L1, not 100% sure either. Okay. This is working, and let's take a look again at the code and see what we can do. So we have left, right, the basic port, FS on. Okay, it looks okay. Okay, if you're happy with what you get, I'd rather have like a gang 1 and gang 2. You can still browse through this, right? It's gang 2, and see what other, maybe there's going to be a better one we can use, right? This 2 gang switch. We could try this one as well. See here. There is a smart switch, 2 gang without neutral wire. Smart switch, and again 3 amp off. 2 gang. We can, so for example, let's give a go this one as well. See what's the difference with this one, right? So let's open it up. So here, see, this one's gonna say top and a bottom, for example. So if you have a different switch, you will be able to modify this in somehow. So let's see, find the one that says 2 gangs, right? Left, right as well. Don't know the brand. Schneider. Yeah, and we're done with everything, right? Okay, so did we settle? We can try another one. Yeah, this is just a left, right. Okay, so we can give a go with this 2-year device as well if you want, and see what's gonna happen. But looking at the configuration here is very similar. So if I'm gonna go, probably if I'm gonna just modify left and right, don't know what's gonna happen. Let's take a look. So let's go with gang 1, gang 2, right? I need to spell it right. Gang 2, okay, and let's try it like this. So let's go to our top, have devices here, let's select entire device, make sure all the brackets are selected, paste it, we have a gang 1, gang 2, and now we save it, and see how it's going to report now. We probably broke it, but it doesn't matter because we're just testing it. Okay, restart that. No, it's not what I wanted. Okay, and take a look. Okay, I have a new function here, which is gang 1. I'm not 100% sure. Why does it change? Yeah, it does actually. Does it? Yeah. So we have apart from these, I don't know. They probably cached results or something like that. We just introduce a new gang 1. So if I'm gonna press the gang 2 without shocking myself again, I need to be. Will it add gang 2? Yeah, a gang 2. So we basically introduce another variable in here to the function. Okay, so that way you can modify the way it's being reported. You're gonna have your state gang 2, which works as well. Let me get some water. Okay, so we have it. Well, we have reporting done. Now we have to figure out how to control it, right? So I have this IKEA button in here. IKEA button, it does its own thing, which basically means that it's gonna be linked already. Let's clear stuff. So it's a regular button, right? Does click on, click off. Now we need to learn how to control this, because this is half of the job done, right? So we want to have a smart control over this, and we only can get the information out. So now in here you would, if you go to structure and configuration, you need, like, I think it's set, if I remember correctly. So this is to get information, and yeah, this is to set. So you've got your payload in here that looks like that, right? So now we have to figure out how to control different gangs in here. So what I need is a payload, like inject. We're probably gonna be submitting a JSON. Topic is gonna be our switch plus set. So switch 1. So let's add topic. And then set, because we're setting it, and let's start with query. So if you want to query and see what's going on, then you should be able to do status and then send an empty value, so like this, right? That's your, and send it to MQTT out. I already configured topic in here, so I don't have to configure the topic here. So now I should receive the status of this, right? Right. Switch 1, yeah, okay. Or state, sorry, state. My bad. Okay. No. State on, state empty. That's what I did, right? Maybe I've missed a letter. No. Switch 1, yes, ZigBee to MQTT. Why it's not receiving a payload right now? Okay, we're running into first hurdle, which means receiving the updates. Yeah, it's still reporting okay. It's get, is it? Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Internet. Obviously. I appreciate it. I knew I've made a mistake somewhere. Okay, now, so you have this update. Now we have to start to control it. Now, I would think that you could do something like that, right? Let's see if it works. If you're gonna get this, and we're gonna do set, and then we, instead of state, we're gonna go, let's copy this, and it's gonna be state underscore gang1, for example, and then it's off. So let's do it on, see if that works. So this is on, and G1 on. Okay. Not this one, this one. So gang 1 didn't work. Can we do state left then? The original one. Deploy. Okay. How about state on? Okay, state on worked, but something tells me that's gonna do the both switches. Yes, see? The both are toggled in here. On. No, just one. So, okay, so how to control the second one? Let's see. Was it just a toggle? Let's set them both to the same value. So right now they're both off. This is on, this is on. So they're both off right now. And let's see what's gonna happen if I'm just gonna submit state on. Only first one. So the second one didn't turn on. So how to control the second one? Because switch 1 is just a name set on, and we don't have. I think state on is going to be just resetting the default behavior, I think, or something like that. This is where you validate the driver. So basically this is when you're trying to figure out if the driver is selected, it's good for controls as well, not only for reporting. And that's kind of like where you have to just test things out. So we've tried that, left, right, gang, state L1 on. Let's try this one maybe. No. Okay. Alright, so it's one of the things that we have to figure out how to control the separate gangs. So state on does something, but it doesn't control both of them, or which is annoying. Do I have to submit both states at the same time? Let's try that out. So we're gonna be submitting a gang 1 and gang 2. So let's state gang 1 on, and let's do gang 2 on. Nothing. Okay, let's have a look. Do we have any? It's probably gonna be like this is device specific commands that we have to deal with. It could be like a different topic as well for different switch as well. We could investigate that, but nothing was reporting. Let's have a look. Let's have a look if we're going to do like this, if we have any subtopics here. Alright, that should give us an indication. So let's play with this. So let's do reporting. Switch get. Okay. And let's see like this. And like this. No, they all report to the same topic, so unfortunately that won't do. So let's revert back to Google. ZigBee 72. Let's have a look what the other device is doing. Okay. It doesn't give you much information here, unfortunately. So value template is just a JSON state. Okay, that's not the best result. Maybe we have something here. Okay, so value JSON state L1. And that was from Tuya. So we could actually, I've seen the device for the Tuya, and then we can use this because it's going to use L1 and L2 for different controls, okay? And that's reporting. State set. Oh, okay. You see here we have a L2 and L2 for commands topic. That's what kind of was looking for. So, and this is for Tuya. What is it? So let's try to use this driver, right? So boom, let's go here, find next. So this is our driver. Let's go and bastardize this from ZigBee. Just need this, okay. And let's go modify our driver, which is gonna be deleting this, pasting that, selecting this, going back here, going back to the top, and replacing our driver with updated one. That's saved and uploaded, so stop, start. And now we can go back to our NodeRED. Okay, it's reporting back, so let's see what we have. Okay, we still have this one. It's this results has to be cached somewhere because it's impossible to have this here for some reason. But let's see if I can actually control it. So according to information, we would have to get this like that, right? Come here, and this one I want. And we want to do one, and then we're gonna be doing it, I think, with this, or either state maybe. Okay, we'll try a couple of them. Maybe we'll do like first like this, and then we're gonna do state on, because it's, I think it's gonna be state because it's submitting to a different topic. So let's disable it and test it. Okay, that worked. And now if I'm gonna do L2, the second one should turn on. Yeah, okay, so we got it figured out. It both are working now. So if I'm just going to copy this 4 times and label it, and we can confirm it. So we have a, so this is gang 1. So let's do gang 1. Set on. This is gang 1 set off. Oof, no, off. Okay. And those are going to be on for gang 2. And off for gang 2. And if I have it correctly, then I should be able to control all gangs here, right? So watch the labs in here. So you have them both red right now. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to lift it a little bit. Right. like that maybe. And so we're gonna turn off the light. Hello? No? At the opposite side. Okay. What did I do? What did I do wrong? It was working a second ago. State on, right? ZigBee to MQTT. That was working a second ago, so it wasn't working well. State off, state on, right? State on, switch on. It works for one, but not the other. So what's going on? So right now it says that both are on, right? So let's query the state. It's one on, yes. This one's off. On. Okay, I don't know which ones to trust right now. Let's check the configuration again. So what we have in configuration here. So we have L1 and L2. Right now they both L1 and L2 are on, which is correct. So let's turn them off. Yes, off and off. So they both are here correctly. Now, why I cannot control? Let's take a look at the control scheme as well. Okay, it says state 1 L1. So let's try to do the JSON value JSON state 1. Okay, so let's go back. Like this, I guess. Let's try this. Ah! Okay, let's see the other one. So you have to use the L1. And that's going to be L2 in here. And L2 in here. So that's why I was missing. There you have. Done. See, I can toggle the other one. I don't know if you can see the change. It works! Okay. So now, if you want to link and make a toggle for this, right? I don't know if that supports the toggle, but it's very easy to do it. So we have here, and if I press it, I have payload here. So I'm gonna take this payload, and make a function, right? So first we need to make a function. In a function, we're gonna play with context variables. So in a setup, we're gonna go to a context. Oh no, flow. Sorry, flow. Flow got set, and so we got set, and we're gonna do like this. G1 state, and we're gonna set it to null because this is just a setup, and we want to have both of them already defined. So that's gang2 state equals null. Okay. In my function, we're gonna get a variable G1 state. G2 state. Okay, and that's gonna be our context. So flow get G1 state. So that way we're gonna have and correct. Oh, I've deleted some stuff. Didn't mean to delete some stuff. Okay. So if G1 state no, and then we're gonna do toggle, right? So we're gonna get the state. So current state, it's gonna be G1 call, and then if wrong formatting, so if our G1 state is already set, we just want to G1 state if equals on, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna send message payload that will turn it off. So let's do, should we just directly do it? Yeah, we can do it directly. So we can do like message payload equals, or maybe not, like a message equals variable message equals to that payload, and our payload is gonna be object. So we have the object, and in object we want our state from here, right? So I'm just gonna copy it quickly. No. Like this, and also on topic, okay. And our topic is gonna be from here as well, not this one. We want this one, right? So what's gonna happen? We're gonna be submitting both the values, and that's gonna be just like that, okay. And return message. So what happens in here is that if our state is already preset from the previous condition, it's not null, then if it was on, we're gonna send it to off, sorry, to off. And then if it's off, we're gonna send it to on. And the same we can do for our message defined. I know, that's fine. And the same we're gonna do for our G2 toggle. Okay, so that's our toggle. Now that's going to be triggered by our buttons, and the buttons need to be assigned to each action. So these actions have to be enclosed in if condition based on the button. So the button gets a click, so our, let's say, var click equals message dot payload click, because when you click the button it gets from here, right? Oh, that's going to be, yeah, so what you get is payload click. So once we have this defined, we can define it that on. So one, it's going to be our gang one. So click one and it's our if condition. If click equals to on, like this, and we can just copy this and put it here, and let's click 0. Okay, so depending on what we click, it's going to perform the toggle, right? So okay, so we have this function node. We still have to play with there's going to be one more condition that's going to handle this exception, but we're going to do it in a second, right? So for now, we're just going to go link this with this and add this to here. Okay, so now we're going to have our flow context in here available, which is state to null because it wasn't updated. Now when I first start this, it should give us an error of just simply, yeah, so we need to just fix the update. So when we receive this, we have to just make that an update function, right? So in here, on each change, we're going to be updating this and this. So we can do a change node. I'm on a live stream.
Yeah. Oh, okay. When you press something, the light was shaking crazily.
Okay.
You maybe was doing something.
Yes, I know. Okay, so we need to set and flow G1, and also we need to set G state 2 flow. Okay, and we're gonna be sending it to a message, and we need to get the messages right now. So let's trigger it so we can grab it from. I've disconnected payload. Damn. Let's get up and debug again. Deploy it really quick. Why is that not updating right now? Why have I missed? I've deployed it, right? Yes. Huh? Oh wow, something's going on with my ZigBee right now. You can see this is the IKEA just looping. Do I have this link to another? Oh, I think I know what's happening. Small. I think I've used the same here. Okay, that's why. I shouldn't be using this button, I should use a different button. It was just overflowing. Okay, now it's working correctly. Alright. It's still overflowing, so it's looping right now, so I have to just wait for this to I can just restart the NodeRED. NodeRED stop start. Okay, because what happened basically, I had this button linked to another system, which I forgot, and I just disabled it now, so it shouldn't be a problem. So it was just flicking on and off because of that reason. Okay. Don't think that should be a problem. Yeah, okay, we're back in track. So let's take a look at what payloads we're doing with these ones. So copy this and let's update it. So this is message payload state 1, message payload state 2, and that's going to be updating our thing. And we should be okay now. So if we're going to go to here, refresh, and then if we're just going to do like this, and like this, we should be set. There you have it. And now we should have a working toggle. So if I'm gonna press 1, operates the visible one, right? Yeah. And if I press 0, it operates the bottom one. Right? Right? Okay, what's going on? I didn't change it here, sorry. So if click off, yeah, okay, rest stay the same. That was the problem. And I'm looping because of that. Okay, let's try it now. 1 works fine. 0. 0, there is still problem. I still done something wrong. Message payload is click, right? On and off. So if click is on, this is click 1. Click 0, it's off, right? What have I changed? There's something I haven't changed. Here. That's what happened. That's 2. L2, and same here too. This is what I forgot to change. So I didn't copy the information. I've copied the information, but I forgot to update those 2 parameters there. Alright, that should sort it. Okay. So just gonna restart the NodeRED because I'm still looping because of that reason. And now it should work. Ready? Okay, let's go. Let's go with it. Come on. It's still loading, still loading, still loading. And come on. Okay. This is set, and we should be good. Yay! So both are working now. So they linked onto IKEA, and I can use both as a toggle. So yeah, with a little bit of troubleshooting and correcting spelling errors, I was able to get it done. So yeah, I have a couple of them. I actually consider deploying them somewhere because it seems to be working okay. It's 300 watts. It's more than I need for lights anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, they're not terribly expensive, I think. Like I said, those are ZigBee. I know you can get some of a little bit cheaper, but one of the disadvantages of having a lot of Wi-Fi devices on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi means that the band starts to be quite unusable unless you've got really powerful router, and that's something to consider. So that's why I don't mind offloading this to ZigBee. Plus, you get easy integrations. Okay, right. There's a couple of things I'm working on it as well, so I can just tell you straight away. What else is coming? I was talking about these, so I'm pretty sure you've seen this. So there's one more, which is a Atom. I'm gonna be working on. It's absolutely minuscule and brilliant. I did 3D printer notification for this one. and this is the biggest one, which I was playing with. There is here it's a big parcel. It's useless for me right now because it's raining outside and it's wet outside, which means, well, it's raining and it's wet. And inside there's a couple of things. First of all, it works on this. This is a solar panel, which is quite useless right now because it's not a nice weather. So you're not going to get as much energy, but that's okay, right? But what it links to, it's this, and this is a valve for water. So you could use that piping and all the attachments to a kind of water your garden. For entire August it was wet and miserable and there was no need to water anything. So I'm supposed to just, you know, connect this and test it, but something tells me I'm just gonna do a dry run instead. So yeah, that's one of the things. What else is coming up? I have a new tablet for review, one of the budget tablets for review as well. It's from Dragon Touch, and it has a 5G this time. So this is the tablet. My video is freezing up. Is it just one or? Yeah, my main video is frozen. 1 sec, I'll try to restart it. Let me. Yeah, I had some. Oh, okay, I'm back. Right, so this is a tablet. It's alright for the price. I'll be talking about it later. Yeah, well, there's a couple of things coming up as well. I need to make. I need to finish the extension for this Raspberry Pi case. I started it, but not finished, and I want to put the SSD inside. And also I have a not too good laptop, which I want to see if I can fit a Raspberry Pi 4 inside. It's going to be a bigger build, and it would be nice to have like a Raspberry Pi operated laptop since I didn't get Pi. Then I figured I might give it a go and see what I can do. So that's kind of things that I've been doing. And next week I'm actually going to start the process of moving to a bigger room, which is going to be super cool because in case you've not noticed, this is pretty much everything, all the space I've got. So I stretch my arms and I touch both ends, so it's not much. And yeah, my new space is going to be 4 times the size, which is going to be awesome. Alright, I guess we're pretty much set. I'm just going to go and cook the dinner, work on a couple of things, and I'm going to complete my course because I'm learning some more programming tricks because I need it. So that's the plan. I do apologize for the totally messy start of this live stream. I hope you've been complimented. I've been punished for that by being shocked by electricity. Be careful when you're playing with stuff. But yeah, I hope you don't hate me for making you wait so long. I'm still embarrassed. I was talking to myself for about an hour and I've not noticed I'm live. I've pressed the button. So yeah. And as always, guys, do let me know what you would like to see. I appreciate that in the comments and on social media, etc. Because you know, it kind of lets me know what people are interested in, if aligns with my interest, and I'm happy to continue that way. Okay, I guess I'm gonna wrap up. Thanks everyone for sticking with me and finding out how to operate this device. I'll be writing a proper guide without all those mess soon, and see if I can improve on that as well. So that's the plan. That's the plan, guys. That's the plan. Okay, I'll leave you to your weekend-ish plans. Hopefully you're gonna have something nice plans, and remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video quite soon, probably on Monday. That's gonna be a mop. Yes, I have a mop, Hoover mop from Xiaomi that I need to do. Finish the reviewing it, and it's nice because the old Hoover goes upstairs when there is no wooden floors, so it does all the mopping, all the vacuuming, and the one that is downstairs, it does the floors. So now I don't have to run with the mop. Yes, winning. Robots are taking over. Okay, thanks so much guys for joining in, and I'll see you next time quite soon. Take care. Bye.